Does Wes want the intros?
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's opening big basketball game between Milton and the Brandywine Wanderers.
Hello and welcome here to the Herget Gymnasium as we are getting ready for the season opener for Braintree basketball. Mike Watson bringing you coverage here on BCAM TV as we have the starting lineup here today as Braintree and Milton. The starting lineup first for Milton, it'll be Roderick Tobin, number 33, number 30, Rogan Pater, number 41, Cam Ford, number 21, Jeffrey Potter, and number 1, Aiden Doherty. For head coach Billy Donovan, and Braintree with a different looking starting 5 here this season. Dealing with a couple injuries early in the season. And now for the Wonks. Number 5, Barry Joseph. Number 11, Terry Ellie. Number 14, James Tellier. Number 23, Matt Daly. And number 33, Caleb Parsons Gomes. And of course, Braintree coached by Bob Crook, as we will pause now for the playing of the anthem. Getting ready for the opening tip. Both teams, obviously, game number 1 of the regular season. Not the best tip, but Braintree controls it. And into the hands of Joseph. As Braintree will just about turn it over there, but get the ball into the hands of number 33, Caleb Parson Gomes. As he works it inside, draws it back to the perimeter for Joseph. And now Ellie from the outside, and it stays down. Game's first points from the outside, a 3-point shot. And Ellie puts Braintree on top 3-0. Here with 7.5 remaining in the opening quarter. So Braintree with a younger team. See how they can find their points here this season as a turnover on Milton's first possession, and Braintree brings it right back. Parsons Gomes right to the basket and draws a foul. which will get him to the free throw line for the first free throws of the season. So Ellie with the game's first basket from the outside, and now Braintree looking to add to it at the free throw line. First free throw is no good. Late in the game, of course, free throw shooting so important. It's early in the year, but Braintree will try and shoot well from the free throw line, which is not the case here, as both free throws missed. So Milton's second offensive possession, a turnover on the first, and a screen. As Braintree playing some pretty good defense. 3-0 lead as they work it in on the block. Size mismatch, and the shot will not stay down, but it will be the first free throws for Milton as the foul on the inside on Joseph. His first foul of the game. First point of the season now for Milton. As the second one no good, the rebound is going to be out of bounds off of Braintree. As fighting for the ball was Tellier. So Milton with a 3-1 deficit. As the law ball is intercepted by Braintree and up the court to Joseph and thrown away, as Braintree will turn it over for the first time. So both sides with the turnover early as we're a minute and a half into this first quarter. As that's a lot of dribbling there that could have easily gone for a travel, but Braintree takes it away again. 3-1 lead and the ball. 6:20 to go here in the opening quarter. As Joseph drives it with the left hand. Back to the outside for Tellier as Braintree cuts inside and off the back of Parsons Gomes, and Braintree for the second straight time turns it over. Turnovers early in the season, both sides having trouble controlling the ball right now. As Braintree able to steal it. Back the other way is Joseph, and he lays it off the glass. So Joseph puts Braintree on top by 4. It's 5-1, and a foul in the backcourt will go on Ellie. So Braintree bringing a little bit of pressure in the backcourt, trying to force another turnover. As this one is brought across by Doherty. As they work it to the outside, and a 2-point shot, no good. Rebound controlled by Tellier. And here comes Parsons Gomes up the court. Back over to Ellie. Ellie on the left side, right behind the 3-point line. We'll send it back to the top of the key. As Braintree will run a play here with 20 on the shot clock. Barry gets the screen, sends it low for Tellier. Had it knocked away, and it will stay with... Actually, it is going to be a Milton ball, so another Braintree turnover. That's 3 already early. And it looks like we might see our first substitution. As the shot from the outside, no good. Controlled by Braintree, but a push going to go against Braintree, which is why Daly was so clean on that rebound, apparently. Don't see that very often underneath. Braintree bringing in a couple of subs here with 5:14 to go in the opening quarter. Back on the outside, it's a 3-point try, which is off the mark, as Doherty misses from the outside, and Tellier with another rebound. Braintree gets it into the hands of McClory. McClory running the point for the time being as they work it around the perimeter. Trying to feed it on the block, and Tellier with the tough assignment. Daly will take a free throw line jump shot off the mark. And the rebound controlled. Braintree looking to tie it up. And some trouble now for Milton, who throws it off the glass and no good, as Braintree can't control and finish underneath. Bank shot no good, and both sides cold from the field early. So Gazzolo will work it up over half court as Tellier continues to be a feature on offense. Ellie on the outside looks underneath, and wide open is Tellier, who misses the easy one underneath. Couldn't have asked for a better look there if you're Braintree. That's about as good as it gets. Sometimes you set yourself up for the best shot. Doesn't always go down. There's no guarantees. Good defense being played by Braintree. 5 seconds left now on the shot clock, and a travel call. So both sides now with 3 turnovers here in the first quarter, and both sides again going to the bench. Some frustration on both sides as they work their way to the bench. Certainly has not been a well-played first quarter on either side. 6 turnovers total, 3 by each team. We've seen some open shots missed. It is just the first game of the regular season, so obviously long way to go, but both sides not shooting well early in this game as Braintree misses the outside shot. Daly underneath got fouled, and Braintree will get their second trip to the free throw line. 0 for 2 their first time, as Daly will get his first attempt at the line. .331 remaining here in the first quarter. 5-1 lead for Braintree, and now 2 free throws. And they've missed their first 3 from the line. One for 2, nice looking shot that time from Daly, his first point of the season. 6-1 lead for the Womps, and a foul on the perimeter. I call that one on Connor. Working it underneath now, getting it over the outstretched hands of Daly, but he gets the rebound on another missed shot. Milton having all sorts of trouble scoring here in this first quarter, just 1 point so far. We played almost 5 minutes here in this first quarter. Connor will pull up inside the 3-point line and miss the shot. Rebound controlled by the Wildcats as they bring it back up over half court. Into the hands now of their point guard, number 14, Luke Haley, as Braintree will steal it away, and laying it up at the other end, it's McClory. And McClory with his first points of the season, as Braintree has opened up a 7-point lead early. McClory trying to steal that one away. Driving baseline, another good defensive play by Braintree, but an offensive rebound controlled underneath. As it's back to the outside for Doherty, who's swarmed by Braintree. They do get a fresh shot clock. It's 15 now on the shot clock with 2.5 remaining here in the first quarter. Braintree with a 7-point lead. Tukashaw for the first time in the game defending up top, and that was close to another travel, and it's thrown off the hands, and another turnover. The 5th already here of the first quarter, and a timeout, the first of the game, going by Milton. As we will take a break in the action. 8-1 the Braintree lead. They'll have the ball when we come back. 2:20 left here in the opening quarter. 8-1 lead, Braintree. Play resuming. Outside shot, and it's short as Braintree has missed all 3 of their attempts from the outside. Actually make it 1 of 3 from the outside. It was Ellie who knocked down that first shot, as Braintree will have to defend again. So Braintree hasn't really played a great quarter here. They played good defense, but haven't shot the ball particularly well. Have a 7-point lead because of their great defense, which is probably going to be the story, as it usually is. Head coach Crook always relying on defense first. But in the Bay State Conference, always difficult. You play a lot of really good teams, including Newton North and Needham, generally right up there with the best in the state. So scoring points, obviously a priority as well, as we have Braintree with another steal. So they'll inbound, just shy of half court. Final minute 45 here of the first quarter, as McClory slashed to the basket and gets hammered on his way in. And he will get to the free throw line, as the foul was on number 11 for Milton, KJ Beckett. So that's going to be 14 fouls against Milton. Ironically enough, 3 of those 4 have sent Braintree to the free throw line. And that's McClory at the line, knocking down his first. So McClory, who did not start, has come off the bench. He had a basket in the fast break, and now his first point at the free throw line. So that's 4 points, 2 for 2 from the line. Good looking shooting there from McClory. And Braintree with a 9-point lead, their largest of the game. It's 10-1 with 1:45 left here in the first quarter. Milton having some trouble in the backcourt. Braintree with some really good defense. And it's really starting this offense in a tough spot. Braintree in their man-to-man defense, and that one was deflected away. Play called from the sidelines from head coach Donovan. McClory guarding the inbound pass as they throw it all the way across the court. Both players looking to get the ball. And it's now into the hand of Haley. Haley to the top of the key. The shot clock did not reset, so there's 10 left on it. Driving baseline, and Braintree had that shut down. Another double team and some contact, and a tough call to go there against Braintree. It was a foul, but really unfortunate there, as that almost was another steal. And that turns into the second on Gazzola, who came in off the bench, playing some strong defense. Certainly can't fault that effort there. That's the kind of effort you need if you're a bench player coming in trying to earn extra minutes. Play strong defense on this Braintree team. That's going to earn yourself more time. A lot of moves inside, but no shot taken. Back at the outside now, as they work it on the perimeter. A 3-point try off the mark, and the rebound going to be controlled all by Braintree. Tukashaw with a great box out. Didn't get the ball, but he allowed his teammates to. Final 45 seconds here of the first quarter. Braintree with a 9-point lead and the ball. McClory sends it to the outside, as this is now Moore, his first time into the game. Braintree's gone very deep into their bench here in the opening quarter. First game of the season, getting everybody in there here in the first quarter. McClory back outside, Moore for 3, and he knocks it down. Nice looking shot from the outside, and Braintree with their second 3 here of the quarter. That puts it at a 13-1 lead now for the Womps. Another steal. Braintree with their 7th forced turnover, and then they turn it right back. And the push shot off the glass, finally the first basket of the quarter, as Braintree in the final seconds turns it over. A 3-point heave at the buzzer, and that doesn't go. And that was almost a gift basket there for Pater, who could not knock it down at the end. But a basket by Stowell will help at least get Milton a little closer, as Braintree with a 10-point lead after a up and down the court 8 minutes of action here at the Herget Gymnasium. Braintree with a 10-point edge after 8 minutes of action here at home in their home opener, as we will be back for the start of the second quarter after a quick break. Play beginning here in the second quarter. As Braintree with the 13-3 lead as we stream live here on BCAM TV. Braintree's first home game of the season. Trying to start off on the right foot, and after 8 minutes of action, off to a nice start. Driving baseline is Stoll, and the jump shot no good as that one pops free and into the hands of Tellier, who starts the second quarter. Into the hands now of Moore, who knocked down a three right towards the end of that first quarter, and now pulls up for a jumper, which is no good. Great rebounding underneath by Ellie, who fights within 3 red shirts there to get that rebound. And the basket underneath. So Braintree extending their lead, their largest of the game. It's 15-3. As Milton trying to close the gap. And Braintree with another takeaway. As McClory up and off the glass for 2 more. He's been their best offensive weapon here early in this game, as Braintree with a 16-3 lead, and at the other end, the easiest bucket of the game for Tobin, one of their captains, as they bring some pressure in the backcourt now, and Milton trying to rely on some defense to get them back in this game. Braintree with a 12-point lead and the ball, as Gomez throws to the outside, and Ellie now tries from 3, this time no good, and the ball is controlled by Milton. Looking for baskets on back-to-back possessions. They get Braintree in the air, and the push shot off the glass no good, as the rebound controlled by Parsons Gomes. 6:05 to go until halftime. As Braintree with it on the outside, it's Tellier with a nice shot fake and then traveled before the basket. I wonder if Tellier was wondering maybe there was a foul before that travel. On the perimeter now, as the basket underneath, or at least the shot attempt is blocked. Nice defensive play there by Parsons Gomes, who showed the hops there to reject that one. 5:46 left here in the half. Eight seconds left on the shot clock, and it's thrown away. Their 8th turnover here of the half. Run over half court. .510 left is inside. Some contact, but referees, no whistle this time. Underneath here in the final seconds, and it's going to be a 30-second violation. Excellent defense played by Milton, their best defensive sequence here of the half. Inside, and that one stays down. So Haley with the bucket makes it a 10-point game as Milton trying to claw back in it. As that pass a little bit high. As Braintree looking to get back on track here on offense. Back on the perimeter for Moore. They're working to the top of the key for Parsons Gomes, trying to slash inside. Gets to the basket and scores! And he'll get a chance for a three-point play. Really a nice move inside. Pretty finish too. Soft hands. Parsons Gomes, a key part of the football team. One of their better receivers. Now getting an opportunity here to be a part of the basketball team. As that one dangerously close to a backcourt violation, is Braintree able to steal it, and they score. At the other end, it's Daly, now with 3 points, and Braintree with their largest lead, 21-7. As Braintree almost another steal, and they do come away with the ball. As Joseph goes inside, and he is hit hard. Be careful there if you're Joseph. I know he's unhappy that he didn't finish there, but certainly don't want to hit that ground again like that. Worst thing you can do there is hurt your hand. Situation like that. Free throw good from Joseph. He's got 3 points in the game. Braintree continuing to have some trouble from the free throw line. Both sides now with 6 fouls each. As the Wildcats will bring it over half court. 15-point lead as Braintree enjoying a comfortable margin. Been the better team from the start. Milton has played better here in the second quarter, but Braintree built themselves a 13-3 lead after a quarter of play. And Milton's really going to have to pick up their offensive side of the ball as they turned over again. And Braintree now with a opportunity at the other end is Parsons Gomes, who's able to control it. And a very quick timeout by Milton as Braintree has ballooned the lead now to 17. 24-7, and a timeout on the floor, which we'll take with 3:13 to go until halftime as Braintree all over Milton right now. 24-7. We'll be right back. They're resuming after the timeout. Final 3 minutes now here of the first half. Milton trying to get back in it before halftime. As Braintree again, some really aggressive defense. Getting the hands in there was Moore, who's now going to come off for McClory, who's really played some solid minutes off the bench. Milton sends it to the top of the key and trying to drive it inside, but Ellie able to steal it. McClory at the other end, the left hand, and he lays it in. And he's been able to get whatever he wants whenever he has the ball, McClory, right now. He's got 8 points. And he's been able to do a lot of it in transition in the fast break. As Braintree with another steal, and Joseph trying to work the baseline and cannot. This one thrown into the backcourt. Again, Joseph getting his hands in there. Joseph with excellent defense as he forces a jump ball. So the ball is going to remain with the visitors from Milton, who are having all sorts of trouble controlling the ball right now. They've turned it over now 10 times here in this first half. Back on the outside now, and another shot off the mark as Braintree again forcing another one and done. Really, neither side has been able to get an offensive rebound very often here in this first half, which shows both teams are rebounding the ball well. As the ball is out of bounds underneath, and Braintree will have it with 2:03 left in the half. Sent up top for Tukashov. Sends it back to McClory, and Braintree wanted something different there. Some frustration shown by head coach Crook, as McClory will send it up top for Tukashov, who had the open three, didn't take it. Takes it to the basket instead, no. Joseph underneath the follow. So Joseph, who has 5 points, as Braintree's second leading scorer here in the half, and Braintree with a bad foul along the sideline here, which will put Milton at the free throw line for a 1-on-1. Can't fault aggressiveness, but obviously knowing the situation, Milton struggled on offense and puts him at the free throw line here, stops the clock. It is a 1-on-1 situation, and the first free throw is good. Takes a nice bounce off the back iron for Haley, who now has 3 points. Their leading scorer to this point. Whole team right now just with 8 total. 1 for 2 from the line is Braintree with the rebound. Looking up the court for Parsons Gomes underneath, and it stays off the rim. Would not stay down as Braintree steals it again. It's McClory, and again he is just in the right spot at the right time. That's 10 points here in the first half for McClory. Final minute and 15 here of the first half. It's all Braintree right now, 30-8 lead. Jump shot from Haley, no good. Rebound by Tukashov, and Braintree will slow it down a little bit here. Here as we approach the final minute now of the first half. Barry looking underneath. The open shot is in the corner. They finally find it, but a little late now for McClory as Ellie works it inside. Ellie has some contact and trying to get it to the outside for Barry. And the ball knocked free. See a substitution here for Braintree as Connor back into the game. Braintree has pretty much played most of their bench already here in this first half, and we'll probably see a lot of it in the second half if things go according to plan. McClory with 10 here in the half. Sends it to the outside. Connor cuts inside, and he is going to be a charge against Braintree. That was good defense underneath by Haley, who drew the charge. And that's a coach's best friend there. That's going to earn brownie points along the sidelines, even in a game where Milton has not played well in this first half. That's something that goes a long way when you take a charge. Giving up that body. Connor harassing the guard right now, and they're going to call him for a foul. That's not a good call by the referee there. It's going to be a 1-on-1 situation. Head coach Crook not agreeing with the call. I don't think many do. It's not the referee's best call here this half. Obviously, you don't want to see the refs calling based on how the game is going either. With Milton down big, you don't want to generally just give a team a call, but looked like a pretty good steal. And Milton has turned the ball over with regularity here in this first half, so all those things considered, Braintree gets the rebound off the missed second free throw. And Braintree will hold for the final shot here with a 30-9 lead. Final 10 seconds as Barry runs it. He's got 5.5. Let's see what Braintree wants to do here. And a foul called, and that's going to put Braintree at the free throw line. So that will give Braintree a chance for a 1-on-1 situation. And it looks like we're going to see Braintree bring in for some defensive substitutions here. As Lemire coming off the bench. Five seconds left here in the half as the free throw from Barry is good. Barry will get a second free throw. Barry was going to the sidelines, but he still got one more shot. Nice first half from Barry. Didn't see him last year on the varsity team, but getting a chance to start, and he's really proving it right now. He's got 7 points in the first half as he knocks them both down and goes to the sidelines here for the final 5 seconds. As Milton trying to get a miraculous shot here in the final seconds. Haley will fire it up at the horn, no good. And that ends what was a half dominated all by Braintree. 32-9 is the score in favor of Braintree, and McClory, the key cog in that first half, with 10 points off the bench. And Braintree getting 7 from Joseph, their starting point guard, as they lead big here after 2 quarters of play. We'll have a 10-minute break in between the half as we'll be back for third quarter action with Braintree on top, 32-9. We'll be back as we continue our live stream broadcast here on BCAM TV right after this. Welcome back here to the Herc Gymnasium, start of the third quarter. Mike Walson bringing the coverage here on Beat Cam TV in a 32-9 lead for Braintree here as we start the third quarter. Same starting five, and a beautiful pass underneath. And Daly opens the door for Parsons Gomes for his easiest basket he'll probably have all season. That's 6 points now for Parsons Gomes. And more of the same for the Wildcats, who turn it over here to begin the second half. They had 11 first half turnovers, now that's their 12th. Braintree works it up top for Parsons Gomes, who's really started to find his way here. First game with the varsity team. Has this one off of Braintree, and it will be a Milton ball underneath. Braintree with some pressure in the backcourt. Joseph out there with Tellier as Milton's able to break it through. And now the ball on the floor and a loose ball, which will be tied up. Milton ball here to get it on their sideline. And a bad pass. And certainly can see the frustration right now for head coach Billy Donovan. His team has not played very well here in this game, and they're doing it to themselves right now with 13 turnovers. As the outside shot by Ellie, he knocks it down. So just the way he started the first half, he knocks down a three, and now he's knocked down his second outside shot, and now he comes away with the turnover. Back up the court it goes, and up ahead for Parsons Gomes, trying behind the back pass as he finds Daly, and Braintree sends it up top. Ellie, another three, this time no good. And back at the other end, a layup which is no good. Had the opportunity at the other end, it was Cam Ford, but he couldn't finish. Milton just struggling to find anything on offense in this game as Joseph cuts inside, trying to draw a charge, and no call, and then a foul on the rebounding action as Daly will get to the free throw line again. Daly now 1 for 3 from the line as Braintree continues to struggle from the free throw line, which is something in a close game, is something to keep a note of. Of course, even with a big lead, that's still something that I know head coach Crook is going to want to work on in practice, but Braintree has got to figure things out here at the free throw line as they miss 2 more. But get lucky here with a lane violation and get another free throw. So Daly hoping to make him pay here at the free throw line. And he misses it, but gets his own rebound. And then off the glass, he scores. So Daly couldn't find it from the free throw line, but gets the bank shot to go underneath. 5 points for Daly. Braintree with a 30-point lead now. It's 39-9. And Milton are going to send a full stale of changes, a starting 5 coming back in as Braintree takes the contact underneath, but no charge. Looked like a pretty good defensive play. Sent to the corner, a three-point try, which is off the side of the glass, but an offensive rebound secured. Back up top, and the drive inside, up and over Tellier, no good. And the rebound controlled by Tellier. Back up the court, it's Parsons Gomes, and Parsons Gomes, no. Daly, yes, on the follow. So Daly finding some offense here in this third quarter off of a couple of second chance opportunities. Braintree doing all the scoring so far here in this third quarter. Milton from the outside, a three, and they finally get something to drop. Finally breaking into the double figures with now 12 points. Trying to drive it inside, and Braintree gets the gimme underneath, and Ellie now going to take a tee maybe here. And now they're going to get them together. There was a little shove thrown by Ellie, which you don't really need in this situation. I don't know what was said, obviously, but no matter what the situation is, it's not going to help your team. So I know Ellie wants to be the bigger person here in the situation, but can't have that, even with the big lead. Emotions get the better of you sometimes, and that's exactly what Milton wants to do, which is get under your skin. So Ellie's got to do a better job of controlling his emotion there as he makes his way off the court right now. 43-12 is the advantage for Braintree. Ellie's had a great first half. He's also had a bucket here, a three and a two, so he's playing really good basketball right now. He's going to get a breather on the sideline. He's got 9 points here in the game as the three-point shot is no good. Surprised they didn't call a tee there, one way or the other, as Braintree hauled down in the backcourt, and now Tellier getting fouled. And Braintree starting to empty the bench a bit already, as this game has gotten out of hand. Still got a quarter and a half left here in this ball game. Back on the outside, Gazzolo. As Tukashov now back to the outside for Huang. McClory takes the jump shot and no good. Nice offensive rebound and the putback by Tukashov. His first basket. 8th different scorer here of the game for Braintree as they will go even deeper into the bench now. 45-12 with 3:30 to go here in the third quarter. As Milton from the outside, no good. Rebound through the hands of Daly, who comes right after the ball, and it goes off of Milton. So no matter who's been out on the court right now, they're giving it full effort. And Braintree with another substitution as Daly comes off. Into the hands now of McClory, who's probably going to run the show here with the handful of reserves that have been into the game now for Braintree, or for the Womps right now, as they control with 3:05 to go here in the third quarter. Working it down on the paint, and it's going to be a foul underneath. It'll put Tukashov at the free throw line. Assuming that the ref must be talking about maybe blood. I didn't see Tukashov take a shot, so I'm not really sure what happened here, but somehow he has a speck there on the back of his shirt, which they're going to have to take care of, but he's at the free throw line right now, so I don't know what the deal is here. Whatever the situation is here, somehow he got a cut, and we're going to see a new shooter. So this will be Lemire coming off the bench, who will shoot the free throws. First free throw is no good as Braintree continues to struggle from the line, which is about the only thing they've done wrong here in this game. They shot the ball even at 50% from the line right now. They probably have at least another 5 or 6 points on the board. 1 for 2 at the line, first point of the game for Lemire. Final 3 minutes here of the third quarter in what has been a blowout. As the jump shot no good, the rebound fought for and controlled by Braintree. They've been awesome on the rebounding here. As a foul going to be taken there by Haley. Braintree would have had pretty much a free basket underneath if Gazzolo could have made the pass, but he was obviously hit hard before he could make it. Braintree running a play here with a fresh shot clock. Back to the outside now, and the shot was there for Huang, who didn't take it. Instead, it's Lemire getting his own miss. No, and the third is knocked down by Huang. (48-12), the score, 2:05 left here in the third quarter. As Braintree with another takeaway, it's McClory. And Braintree not pushing the issue until now. It's Lemire off the glass, and everybody doing it now as Milton will take another timeout, and this one has been out of hand a while as Braintree with a 50-12 lead with 1:55 to go here in the third quarter. We'll be back for the remainder of this third quarter right after this. Play resuming. Final 1:50 now as Milton with the ball. This one off the back, and now it is controlled where it's off the glass and no good. Again, having trouble finishing underneath is Ford. As at the other end, it's McClory who was able to get a nice roll off the rim and able to get it to spin in for his first basket of the second half. He's got 12. Don't expect to see many more of the Braintree starters at all in this game as the three-point shot knocked down from the outside. So Potter knocking it down makes it 52-15. Final minute here of the third quarter. As the shot no good. As Naim coming into the game. On the perimeter now. Three-point basket last time for the Wildcats. They'll try another one and knock it down. Interesting release off of the shot by Pater, but he gets it to stick, and Milton trying to make this a little bit more respectable here as we end this third quarter. Back-to-back threes. Scoring 6 points in their last couple possessions. Final shot here of the third quarter as McClory looking to take it. Final 10 seconds now as Lemire at the top of the key. Gazzolo here in the final 5 seconds will take a step back two. It's no good. Rebound for Milton. And a half-court try, and it's over the hoop. And that ends the third quarter as Braintree extends what was a big lead at halftime as we head to the fourth and final quarter. 52-18, Braintree with the lead. Welcome back here to Braintree High School here at the Herget Gymnasium. Start of the fourth quarter, 8 minutes left here in this ball game as Lemire with a tough shot underneath gets his own miss, and Braintree will have a new shot clock. Underneath, and Gazzolo can't get it to stay down. Braintree with a steal in the backcourt, and a perfect pass for Gazzolo, gets the contact, and we'll get to the free throw line. That was a nice pass underneath by Moore, and Gazzolo waited that extra second, which forced, instead of a easy layup, tough shot over the shoulder, and then got fouled. Another Braintree scorer on the board as Gazzolo knocks down the first. Two for two at the line. Braintree with 11 different scorers in this game, and that does not happen very often. That's two full sets of teams, or at least two sets of lineups. That's 5 and 5. So Braintree going about as deep as they can here in this game. As the shot from the outside is no good. Rebound by Braintree. 7:05 left. Ball in the hands now of Braintree's Moore. As Moore slices it to Naim, who takes the offensive foul. Second charge taken by the Wildcats here in this game. Final 6:45 of action as Braintree with an easy takeaway. It's Lemire on a 2-on-1, and he gets the ball back, and that's some nice passing. Naim with a pretty assist as the two big men work it up the floor. How often do you see that where it's not a guard taking the ball up? Another three-point try, and Milton just launching it right now as the shot no good. Second chance also no good, and Braintree now probably going to run some clock as well in the process. No real need here if you're Braintree to take any shots here without running it, like 10, at least 15, 20 seconds off that shot clock. As a three-point try off the mark from Gazzolo. And another turnover by Milton. It's been a tough day here for Ford, who's really struggled from the field. Not that many of the Milton players have done much better, but this has been a tough day overall, just from start to finish, and Braintree's just getting whatever they want on the floor right now. Into the hands of Connor, and Braintree right now milking the clock with 5:45 left. Moore gets inside, throws it off the glass, no. And Milton able to get the rebound this time. Inside, and a tough pass as that ball will remain with the visitors. Ball be inbounded side out with 5:16 left, 13 on the shot clock. A three-point try right off the inbounds, and it stays down. So a three for a player unlisted on the roster for Milton, as Braintree will throw it away. A rare turnover here in the second half. Underneath, and Braintree will get the defensive play to go in their favor as Lemire gets it up ahead as Braintree works it over half court. Lemire again attacks and can't get it to go. Back the other way comes Milton. 4:35 left in the ball game. On the outside, now driving baseline, a foul called. And that's just the third team foul against Braintree here in the second half. (56-21), Braintree with the ball. More double team right now as Milton trying to get that ball back. Somebody's got to be open if he's being double teamed. They work it on the outside now, and Braintree working it around the perimeter. Driving inside, Connor. Nice defense played, but Braintree remains with possession. Lemire back to the outside. Just the final 5 seconds left now, and a steal taken away, and Moore fighting back for the ball, and then goes hard into the stands. Great effort there from Moore, but certainly don't want to get hurt in a game that is obviously well decided at this point. Braintree with a 35-point lead. Certainly don't need an injury here. The end of the first game of the season. Another pull-up three, and this one stays down. So off the bench, a couple threes here in this fourth quarter by Milton's number 15, who is again not listed on their roster. Although they do have a JV player with the number 15. Not sure if that could be the player that is knocking down those threes. 3:27 left. 56-24 Braintree. So the ball is worked inside, and Lemire gets the space but can't finish underneath. A second chance for Nime, and he is fouled. So some free throws. Braintree's had quite a few of them here in this game. That'll be the sixth team foul now. And a nice looking free throw. Another player on the scoreboard for Braintree in the scoring department. And both free throws converted by Nime. 58-24. Final 3:15 of the ball game. Trying to open up that three-point shot again. This Braintree defending it this time. Driving inside, tough shot, no. And the rebound by Moore up ahead. It's into Lemire, and Lemire lays it up and in. Lemire now with 7 points late in this fourth quarter. A lot of players who's going to see some key minutes late in the season as Moore up ahead lays it up and in now. So Moore, who had a 3 in the first quarter, hadn't scored since until now. He's got 5. As Moore with another takeaway, and Braintree in on a 2-on-1, and Moore again will lay it in. Thought maybe Moore was going to lay it back, make that extra pass, which would have been nice to see another player get on the board as well. 64-24 the score. As the shot is good, Braintree trying to take a charge. And the timeout taken by Milton just for a substitution, so we're not going to see really a stoppage. Haven't seen a Braintree boys score like this, lopsided, in a long time. Certainly in Braintree's favor. Not a team to run up the score, that's for sure. 66-26 as Braintree with a nice finish underneath. As now it's picked off by Nime, who takes it right at the basket, and he got fouled, but they don't call it. It'll just be a Braintree ball. Surprised with the score the way it is, they haven't had a running clock at any point. Some Ball is thrown into the backcourt, which Braintree can do. Smart play by Nime not to grab it before it went back there. As Braintree will have 20 seconds left here on the shot clock. Underneath now, and it finds its way to Nime, who gets the gift wrap basket. 4 points here in this fourth quarter. Final minute and 10. Long season, but certainly a statement win for Braintree here tonight. In their first game of the season, they'll be right back here at home on Friday as another three knocked down. Same player for Milton. That's his third three of this fourth quarter. As Milton up to 29 points now. Final 35 seconds and a steal as Braintree takes it right back. And a 2-on-1 over to Connor, who cannot finish underneath. As Braintree loses the ball underneath. And Milton brings it up over half court. Brought to the outside. A 2-point shot, no. And that should have done it, but Braintree giving it away. Three-pointer, no good. And now Lemire with the ball. Braintree will bring it over half court, and that'll do it for the ball game. As Nime brings it over half court and into the hands of Moore. As the final horn sounds here at Braintree High School, and a 68-29 final score. Braintree with a dominant, not only first half, but a third quarter that really blew this one wide open, as Milton got a lot more scoring in the second half. Obviously, just scoring 9 points in the first half, tough to do, but had 20 points in the second half. It's going to be a tough season for the Wildcats if they don't figure some things out, especially taking care of that basketball, which is something they weren't able to do in that first half, and Braintree opened up a huge lead, which they did not give up. So McClory ends up being the leading scorer, as he was in the first half, finishing with 12 points for Braintree. Lemire had 7, as well as Joseph and Ellie with 9 points. But again, a lot of the Braintree starting 5 didn't play really much at all in the second half, as the Womps win this one with no problem, 68-29 here today to improve to 1-0 on the season. Good start to the season, a statement win here in their home opener. And again, they'll be back at home on Friday night, which we will again bring coverage here on BCAM TV. Thank you for watching our live stream broadcast. On behalf of our camera person here today, John Orfanos, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.